What is good, construction cronies? Happy Friday. Oh, everyone's probably got a beer or two into them by now, I hope. But we're still here in Drayton Valley. We're going to be headed back to Edmonton tonight. Got to go to the my buddy's office tomorrow, put that last door in and trim it out and stuff. And then we'll be back here Monday. We're going to grab a hotel and we're going to stay for a couple nights, I think. So that's the plan. So here we go. I had a question from Mr. Raymond about cutting out the trusses, guys. So we're gonna do a review here. Okay, I shot a video today on how to do it. Hey buddy, I appreciate you hitting the like button for me, man. Appreciate you. So I had a question from Raymond about how to cut the trusses out. I wanted a refresher up there. So let's first things first, let me climb up here. And I'm old school. Hey, what's up, Amos? Yeah, buddy, my guy. Oh man, dude, I have my hats. My hats are picked out. The blank hat for my merch. Buddy, I'm gonna get you one. So you're gonna love it. Next live stream I do from the studio, I'll show you guys my design so far. So good. So clothing is coming, buddies. Clothing's coming, man. Okay, so when you're doing your drywall tops. Especially when starting off on the concrete here, you want to be 1/4 inch to 3/8 off that concrete for tearaways so you can finish it. What I do is I literally just put a laser down on the ground there and shoot up the middle of the stud so that I can level this first sheet off. Also, if there's any cuts in it, I can come back from the laser line and measure for the cutouts, okay? So once this first sheet's in, you're golden, okay? So now this truss is way on the other side of the board. But my studs are lasered in, and I know my studs are plumb. That's why it's important to make sure your studs are plumb as well. What I do is I take my 2-foot square and I square over, okay, to the bottom of it and the top. Well, I don't square to the bottom of it. I actually don't square this part at all. What I do square is the brace, okay, and then the top, okay. So that way, when I get my numbers coming bottom up, okay, I just take it off of the stud. When I'm doing the middle, like the top of the hat, let's see if we can, so the top of the hat, okay, this is called the hat, right? Hat and then the cross brace, okay? So the top of the hat, which is this piece, okay, I can put my tape measure through the middle, okay, through the middle here. So basically what I want for ups and downs is I want the bottom here, the top of the angle, and then the top of the hat. And then up there, all I want is the bottom of the brace because the bottom always goes in to the top of the bottom hat, okay? Or the bottom of the top hat. Hey Kyle, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Thanks for coming, dude. So yeah, that's how I do it, okay? I just use a 2-foot square and I square over that. Now, if I need to, okay, so if say it's in a funky area or whatever, okay, I will just square over the bottom, the top, and then the bottom again, okay? And then I will also square over the bottom of the top hat, okay? That way, when I run my tape up this stud here, I just get the numbers. Doot, 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 doot. I always add 1/4 inch for the lip here, okay? And then the basically too for my overs, when I'm coming from the bevel over the bottom hat is always the top hat is always the same as the bottom hat. All right, as long as you level your first sheet, okay, then it's going to be the same. So all I got to do is get the overs for the bottom one, okay? I got the ups for everything else, the overs for the bottom one. And what I'm doing is I'm going side to side of the bottom of the hat, and I'm going side to side of the top of the hat. Also going side to side for that brace, and then I'm measuring over side to side for the top, okay? So I want that number, this number, and that number, okay? And then the bottom up, like I said, is simple. Whatever you can get with your tape measure. Another important thing is to make sure your tape measure is on the top track and bottom track, okay? So that way you're basically in line of where the drywall is going to be. So now that you got that, one of the first things I do when I'm drawing my tops is I map out the steel stud, where the steel is. That way I can plot out my cuts. So what I do is I measure. You can kind of see where the 16 originally was and where my cut is. That's because the 16 was a little off. So I always want to mark exactly where the steel is. So I measure where my studs are so that I know where to cut out. If you look over here on this one, there's also a duct in here. So I had a header up there and I put a piece of like a stud and a header in. I also mapped out that steel, okay? Now, when I cut this whole corner piece out, it won't go in there like that. I have to cut the brown side, the back side, bend it in, put the top in, and then slip the bottom in, okay? That way there's not an extra joint here, okay? It's a simple little, it's a pro tip. A pro tip is just back cut it, is what we call it. Cut the brown side, back cut it, bend it, put the piece in, and then fold it open to the top and then the bottom, okay? That's how that's done. Hey, right on. Thanks for hitting the like button for me, guys. Appreciate you guys. Okay, so I'm going to move over to this one here. This was a little more funky. Okay, yeah, with the duct in here. So basically what I do here with this duct is I take my T-square and I square over to the bevel again, okay? I square the bottom and the top. That way when I can measure the two lines, and you're always making sure you're going to the rib, okay? You're not going to the inside, you're going to the rib. Okay, so that way I know that it's 10 1/4 wide, the whole pipe together. So if I come down 5 1/8, that's my center. Also, when I measure from the bevel to the side of the pipe, whatever that number is, all I have to do is add 5 1/8 to center. So you can see right here, it works out over 31 5/8, up 29 1/4. It's a 10 1/4 inch opening. Simple as that, okay? And the same thing up here, guys. So I had to back cut this piece too, okay, to get it over the pipe as well, okay, and then flip it open. So the back cutting is an awesome pro tip, okay, and also same thing, okay. I might not have back cut that one, but if it's tight, you just back cut it. This one here, definitely I back cut around down the middle here, and then folded it, flipped it up, and put it on. But you can see how tight the numbers are, okay. I'm not giving myself a whole lot. Okay, I give myself like a 16th, guys, bigger, okay? And then with the router bit and all that, it turns out to about 1/8 bigger all around, which is good, okay? But yeah, you can see how tight those are. Really good stuff, okay? You want to minimize your joints as much as possible. So there's one more scenario I want to show you. Let me just wheel over here. Because okay, so you see here now there's this is tight, okay? So when I got that cross brace to cut out here, okay, so what I'm doing is I'm measuring from the steel to the inside of the hat here, okay? It was like 5 inches or whatever. That's how much I can back cut the top there and I have room to flip it and then put it back in, okay? So you can see there's only those 2 joints, okay? You got the one in the pipe and one up there. That middle piece there was back cut, it bent, and then folded back in. I cut this one 1 inch bigger by accident. I'm gonna have to, I have to confill this one. So I went 1 inch bigger on my circle cutter. I'm like, shoot, well, whatever. I'll just confill it after, make it nice and tight. So no big deal. It kind of sucks. It happens once in a while. On your corners, you always want to be like, you want to leave room, okay? You don't want to be super flush, okay? You don't want the corner bead to have any problems. And you always want to do these first and your lid last, but just so that the joints are always up on the top and not on the bottom. So you can see the joint is on the bottom on this side because it's just the way that it was. This is like 40, so this is 8'1" or something like that wide, the whole ceiling. So we did the ceiling here first, so then Murat could do the platform and I could finish the sides, right? So that's why I ended up like that. But always do it this way, okay? Not this way. Try to avoid this way at any cost. This is the proper way, okay? Alrighty, moving on, dude. So yeah, if anyone has any questions, let me know. How's your day going, Kyle there, my man? How's your day going too? Amos, how's the fam, buddy? Oh, really good to see you, Amos. And I know I can go live in screen share now too, so. And then yeah, you can kind of see here, there's different ways you can do it. I don't know, I don't understand that way too much, but that's okay. That's okay. Still learning. Still learning. But yeah, you can see how clean those are, right? But yeah, some guys do it differently, but that's just the way it is. Right. So this is my wall back here, but all done back here. Oh yeah, baby. It's always a pain with those freaking web cross braces. Okay, I'm gonna go next door. I'll show you guys the cannabis shop. So yeah, this is the liquor store. Show you where we're at with the cannabis shop. But yeah, one last look around. We're still waiting for the freezer to be installed, and then this wall lands at the freezer, and then we have to build a bulkhead to finish that off. So we're gonna have to, yeah, just I don't know. It's crazy. Things are crazy right now with scheduling and stuff like that. But yeah, you can see the cage is complete. Obviously, right? So we got the inside boarded up. So yeah, so drywalling ceilings, always you got to stagger your butt joints at minimum 32 inches, but bigger the better, okay? But you have to be minimum 32 inches apart when you're doing your lids, okay, from the butt joints. What else? Oh yeah, and in this situation here with the metal in here, okay, I got just the cut end landing at the door, okay, the cut piece up there, and then obviously another strip here, okay, just straight, no bevels anywhere in these pieces, and that's just because it's built up with metal. If you can see, right, you got this other metal on the backside. So on this side, the board can still go inside the frame. Okay, so we'll be doing that and hooking it like proper. Okay. So yeah, dude, simple as that. And then you're just lifting it off the floor with a lifter. The inside is pretty easy. It's the outside that gets to be a bit of a pain in the butt with the mesh on it, but it's not as hard as you'd think. How are the inch and a quarters working on that? Are they long enough? Or do you think inch and 5/8 would be better, Murat? But yeah, this top has to be drywalled as well, so we'll end up doing that. But hey, Murat, how's the inch and a quarters working? Are they okay? Yeah. Okay, good. But yeah, right on, dudes. And you can see, like, this slot track isn't needed, but that's all we had. But because it's a floating wall, but you just don't screw into the slots, okay? We're just metal through metal, okay? We're not screwing in the slots on that, just so you know, just so you're aware. But yeah, there's all T-bar in here. But yeah, this is the security cage. So this is the security cage where the products, the cannabis product will be held, is in here, right? So the same thing here, right? I got it prepped here, we'll confill it, make it flat, it'll be nice and flat, right? So with all the metal built up on those ends, that's just why we have to carve it a bit, but no, super tight, super good. Yeah, looking good in there. So yeah, drywall finish all the way up here, so there's no T-bar out here in the store area, but then the T-bar basically starts in the hallway here all the way back. So there's T-bar in the office, T-bar in the hallway here, T-bar all the way back here, into the bathroom is T-bar. So all T-bar back here, right? So yeah, guys, beautiful, man, beautiful. So yeah, does anyone have any questions? Please ask away. If you guys are on the replay, don't be shy. Ask away, ask your questions. We'll be back here Monday. So we got a couple of different things to do over the weekend. Yeah, and like I said, I have that video shot on on those trusses. I shot another video yesterday as well, so I got 2 videos to edit, which is great. One's like a drywall slash framing, and then the other one is for the cutting up the trusses. But I also shot a video on how to tie this door in. Okay, so this wall here. Okay, this wall here was free floating, and I had loosened it off so that it was wobbly and drywalled through the wall and then tied the stud in. Okay, so I always drywall the insides first to get all these walls tied in. That's kind of my jam, right? I always do the hard stuff first and the insides. It's just the kind of the way it goes. Get all your floaters tied in. And then you can see here too, staying 1/4 inch to 3/8 off the concrete so that you can finish this with tearaway. Okay, you want to put your tearaway in here and snug it up to the concrete. Gives it a nice finish, right? So T-bar in this bathroom, and that's it. So yeah, this is the only room with the ceiling. It's just T-bar in there. Tape finish all the way up there. And yeah, away we go. Tape, all that gets taped. And then, oh shoot, you know what? There's a column in here. I don't know what they want with this column, but we might have to frame that around this column as well, but that would be an extra. So yeah, I'll charge $200 to do this column. And then, yeah, like I was saying, we have this unit, the cannabis unit, and then the unit on the very, very end down there we have as well. So there's going to be lots of work in here. Please, I got to get going. We're going to head back to Edmonton soon, I think. But leave your questions down below. I really appreciate all the likes, guys. You guys are the best, man. Seriously, I appreciate you guys so much. Working hard behind the scenes to get the clothing line out. So I'm trying to get, like, it's a really comfy clothing with good designs, and I want it to be affordable for working in, okay? So like we go through lots of shirts, so we buy cheap shirts that are not that comfortable. So I think I can secure these raw materials fairly at a fairly decent price. I just got to buy big quantities of the blank material. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to try it. Like, I'm not going to buy like a few hundred of each or something at first just to try to sell off, see how it goes. But if it does go, then yeah, we'll just buy more and more, and that's how we'll do it. So I got some really good designs I think you guys will like, but yeah, that's to come. But guys, have a wonderful weekend, guys. I will be live from the studio on Sunday. That's what I definitely gonna do. So that'll be fun because I got some new gear in there as well. So in the office, so yeah, the studio. But all right, guys, have a wonderful weekend. I will see you. Sorry about that. I will see you guys on the next one. Bye for now, guys. Bye, Amos. Bye, Kyle, and bye everyone who's watching. And yeah. Thanks, guys. Right on, dudes.